In 2011, the National Institute of Health gave us a grant. At the time, it was $1.5 million over 5 years. And the goal of the grant was to recruit and retain underrepresented students in the biomedical sciences. Right now, we're about 35 strong of students who coalesce around a common goal.
I couldn't find any background support. Even my own family was just like, go get yourself a job that you can support yourself and be independent. It wasn't a real push to go to college and to become something better from where you come from.
Many of our students are either economically disadvantaged or they are the first in their family to pursue an advanced degree, and many of them first in their family to pursue any kind of degree. And our goal simply is to help these students to navigate the typical roadblocks that one can encounter as you go through a PhD program. A community where no one walks alone has been our tagline from the very outset. We adapted the tagline because we want to make sure that no student ever thinks that any issue that they have to deal with on their own. We are looking to create networks, broader networks among our students and among students from other programs. Every year we do awards for the year. So we recognize students who've passed their candidacy. We recognize students who have received external awards. We recognize students who have done their dissertation proposal. Now that we have a track record, we recognize students who have graduated. We do this recognition really just by doing something that all graduate students can associate with, right? All graduate students are always hungry, they always need food, and so we give them gift cards. And there is this wonderful atmosphere that presents itself during this time where we're handing out these awards and students are like competing for a Subway gift card or a Chick-fil-A gift card or a Chipotle gift card. This year we challenge the students that we have an award, pretty big one, pretty major one, an award for any student that wins an institutional award, right? So what that means is we want IMSD students to be known as scholars in this institution. What you get from diversity is different ideas. You get different ways of looking at things.
A recent report from NSF showed that minorities only make up about 10% of the overall population of STEM and engineer majors, and that's at the doctorate level. Of that 10%, about 4% are Hispanic.
Many of our students are from outside of Texas. Many of our students are away from home, even if they do reside in Texas. And the journey for graduate school is really a very difficult one, and it's one that you cannot do alone. Many have tried, few have succeeded at doing it alone. And particularly for many of our UR students, because they are first generation college, generally first generation PhD, they have no template. So there is really nothing like having someone who you're having a difficult time with an experiment, and there's a scientist that you feel sufficiently comfortable with that you just walk up to them and you say, I am having a horrible day. And that person can look you in the eye and genuinely say, I know what you're going through.
I had come from a lab that had lost funding, and as a third-year student, when you have no funding, that's almost a death sentence. And I was so grateful that Dr. Blake basically scooped me up, and she was like, find somebody to work with and we'll get you on this grant and you'll be supported, and that way you can continue.
It is a community where if you have an issue, there should be someone in that community who you can either reach out to or who can speak on your behalf in order to solve the problem.
When you're young, you're still trying to figure out, what your place is in this world, even while you're learning different types of things. It's really a great thing to have someone there to just help you guide, like not tell you exactly what to do, but just give you an idea of a better path that you can take.
We have 6 graduates from the program. Before the IMSD, our underrepresented students would take longer than our non-UR students to graduate. And since the IMSD, those 6 students have completed the degree right at 5 years, which is on par with their non-UR students. So not only are we bringing them in, we're keeping them here. So every year as an IMSD group, we take a group of students to a elementary or middle school, and we do some type of science projects with them. Things we've done in the past, we've done DNA extractions from bananas or strawberries. We've built a microscope using your cell phone. So we've done a number of things.
I've had the privilege of working with Dr. Blake on these minority outreach events before, and they're wonderful. The kids are so excited to meet somebody who does something out of the norm for their general background, and for them to see somebody who's risen above where they come from and really gone above and beyond to do something that they're passionate about and that's really interesting, that's really cool. That's something it means a lot. This
is the one thing that gets me every time, because we sit and we plan, we go and we execute that plan with the students love it, and we have these wonderfully enriched conversations about how an experience like this helps propel a student to just do better and to do more, because they know that there are students who are looking up to them.